Hey, I hope this works. Notice the new camera. Neat, right? I'm just double checking that I'm using the headphones because I can hear from the beer cam that my audio is working. Not audio. There we go. So I can take those off for now. We can dive straight in. I hope you like the new camera. It's a little closer than I'm used to, so it's kind of freaking me out as much as it's freaking you out, I suppose. And this is day 3. All right. Day 3 of the Beer Advent Challenge. I'm going to start off with the usual stuff. Please, it's so much. I'm so much higher up now. Please subscribe to the channel and tell your friends. If you're new, give me a thumbs up, bells. I don't know, do all this stuff just below now. That'd be awesome. And remember, if you like it, give me a thumbs up or leave a comment. I love when there's comments afterwards. And also hit me up in the chat. I respond to the chat, although it annoys people who watch it after the fact. I don't care. Too bad. If you're watching after the fact, there might be some chatters, and I'm going to kick off and talk to them. This one I think is on Twitch as well, which is an experiment. I thought I was on Twitch last time and it didn't work, but who cares, right? Whatever. YouTube's is my bag, baby. All right. I'm a quick look at the Honest Brew Ultimate Advent Calendar. Let's bring it up. Share it at the stream. Boom. There she blows. Pretty big. And if this is the first one you've watched, it's day 3. You'll probably lose some hair over how much I paid for it. It's good beer. So far, it has been worth it. So I don't kind of care. It's every beer I've had has been outstanding. We had a Whiplash beer. It was like 11% on the first day. And then I had 7% from an Italian beer crack yesterday. And they're both really good. Both breweries I was familiar with, which I'm super happy about. And both have not let me down, been really adventurous. So I think Honest Brew has done a good job. Both of them were Honest Brew collaborations. So they were specially created beers just for this, which is interesting. So let's bring me back up to the screen and follow me. We're going to go get the next beer. I'm going to activate the beer cam. Let's do that. And go to here. Oop, there we go. Whoa, weird, right? Okay, beer cam time. Follow me. I can see number 3 is in the top corner. So just look. Okay. Let's take a really quick look at that. Oop. Where's the camera in here? There we go. Sour Pastry Ale. Pastry Sour Ale. Nectarine and Raspberry. Honest Brew. And who's it from? Let's check it out. Let me turn this off now so that I don't just kill the battery. And it is a Pastry Sour Ale, Nectarine and Raspberry, Honest Brew. Stu Mostow. I reviewed a beer from Stu Mostow maybe in summer. It was a lager. It was really good. I gave it quite a good review, and I've heard good things about them, but I haven't had an opportunity to have a second beer from them. They're in Poland, and that's quite good. Do I get any other details? I get some micro print on it. Teaming up with Honest Brew. Sour. So it's a sour, right? It's a 6.1%, and we shall see if I think it's horrible or not, because I've had some real mixed bag sours. It's called Salamander Pastry Sour Ale. That's kind of a weird one, right? Well, let's learn a little bit more about Stu Mostow. Let me bring these guys up next to me. If I can find where the browser is. And I can tell you already, if you're looking to find them, let me share my screen again. They are not easy to find, because if you just type in Stu Mostow and you look, now this is from memory, I think it's not going to come up. Oh, it did. Good. Perfect. 100 Bridges. The first time I looked for it, I did it in Google. I'm using DuckDuckGo now because it's safer. If you like privacy, DuckDuckGo's the way. But it Stu Mostow means 100 bridges. There you go. You learned some Polish. Pretty cool, right? And tak, yes, I speak English, not Polish. Although I know, you live in Europe, you'll learn a few bits of languages when you travel around. So here we go. They've got a lot of really good beer. They're in Wroclaw. I think I said that right. That's how you pronounce that kind of weird bit there. Salamander. All right, I'm going to click on that and just see if I can get a bit extra information about the Salamander brand. The brand stands for the power of meeting over beer. Look at that. We're learning this because this beer says Salamander on it. There's way too much to read here. I'm not going to read it. Not a chance. But you can see they've got a whole bunch of pale ales, American IPAs. Okay. So this is like a sub-brand within a brand. And you can see there, great. See the yellow? It lines up, doesn't it? It's not just Honest Brew yellow. Very cool. All righty, right. Nice stuff. All right, so there you go. Go check those guys out. You can buy other Stu Mostow beers from Honest Brew and lots of places. They seem to have done a very good job of penetrating the United Kingdom with their beers. So I am going to dash that out of the way, bring us all back together, and crack it. Let's get a little whiff out of the can. It smells like a sour. What am I supposed to be getting? Pastry, sour, nectarine, raspberry. All those things are things I like. I've got this glass. Looks like a can. I'm going to pour that in. It's red. Know what it looks like? When we put you off your beer, it looks like your wee after you ate like a meal of beetroot. You ever do that? I once ate like an absolute ton of roast beetroot because we have beetroot that grows in the garden. And we're like, it's going to go off. Let's just eat it. Essentially, that's what it looked. I freaked out. I thought I was dying. So that's not that. It's got a real fizzy head. It smells like a pop, Americanized, a soda. It's got kind of a funky, still beery, but hoppy taste. And I wouldn't say I'm specifically getting. Oh, I am getting raspberry, but not nectarine. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely raspberry. That's pretty cool. All right, let's have a go. Oh, wow. Okay, there's a weird finish. There is a weird finish, but it's kind of okay. So if you ever get those candies at Halloween, that's when you get candy. And they're almost like compressed powder. And there's just little narrow ones. I wish I could find a picture of Halloween candy. Or like love hearts that say weird things on it. Like text me now. They've got all sorts of stupid stuff, hashtags on it. And they crumble. It's got that kind of sour, which I really like that kind of sour. Do I want a drink that tastes like that? I don't know. I'm going to have another go. But it's like a raspberry flavored lickame dip thing. I'm trying to think of different candies from different countries. It's like a candy in a glass without being... And then it ends with almost like a... I've said this before. If you ever eat a pomegranate, and you're popping the little pomegranate seeds, which is a little bit pomegranate-y, and then you get a bit of that inside weird white plasticky pith stuff. You accidentally throw a bit of that in your mouth, and you bite it, and the bitter kind of breaks out of it. That's a little bit like the finish, but it is a beer, right? So I shouldn't be too critical of the fact that there's a bit of bitter going on. Yeah, not terrible for a sour. I'll tell you at some point a really bad story about why I don't like sours. They're not good in reverse. Let's just say that. So let's score it up. The branding we just saw is in keeping with the Salamander series, which is good. I like consistency. It's a bit dull. Like if it was this thing would be dead in the water in a grocery store. But it's nice, and it still follows the tastes of tomorrow. So we're still getting consistency. I wonder if that's going to change. Will all 24 say that? Neat. I'm also going to have to look up tastes of tomorrow. Maybe these are beers that are about to come out more mainstream from these breweries, which is why they're new. It's very cool. So just a 6 out of 10, pretty standard. Nothing exceptional, but nothing terrible. And in terms of uniqueness, I give it an extra point. I'll give it a 4 on uniqueness. Is it accuracy? I don't know. Pastry? Is it? There's a lactose in it? This is a pretty good mouthfeel. It's pretty soft. Little light bubbles. Okay, I'll give it a 4. Yeah. So that's an 8 plus a 6. We're at 14. And do I like it? If I was going to say for a sour, do I like it? I give it a 10. For a beer, do I like it? A confident 8. So that's going to put us up to a 22, which is slightly above a 3.5. Let's say a 3.75 if I popped it on Untapped, which is going to be one of my better sour scores. Pretty happy with that one. Well, excellent. This is day 3 of the Honest Brew Ultimate Beer Calendar, Advent Calendar. And go back and check out some of the previous ones. This is 3 for 3 of good beers so far. I haven't had a real stinker yet. I kind of don't want there to be a big stinker, but another part of me really wants to have one that is just awful. But at least maybe adventurous, but awful, right? That would be cool. My name is Steve Shiger. I am a mad beer enthusiast. And tell your friends about the show, Beer Native. Check out the notes afterwards, because I will add the notes afterwards, and any research I can find about this, any additional information, I will add them to the notes, and I'll put a link to the brewery, etc., so you can find out a little bit more about it. But it's at 100mostov.pl, which you saw, hopefully you saw well, maybe you saw in the screen share. I'm stuttering over my words. It's only a 6%. Thank you for watching. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm not sure what time. I'm trying to keep them at 6:30. But sometimes, because I work for an American company, they just drop meetings on my calendar at 6:30. I have a meeting after this at 7 p.m. Awesome. All right, that is it for today. I'm Steve Shiger again, Beer Native. Steve out.